For this video, we are jumping over to the North Island of New Zealand to a place called Mataikona. What you'll find bursting out of the beach sediments here are jagged alternating layers of sandstone and mudstone which have been tilted and faulted by tectonic activity. It is thought that these layers were deposited on an ocean floor during the Miocene roughly 22 million years ago, making this another relatively young rock formation. Once again, they would have been deposited when most of New Zealand was submerged due to a passive tectonic environment. So what was going on here during the Miocene that created these layers? Submarine landslides, also known as turbidity currents. These generally occur when a portion of the continental shelf collapses, or when there's a buildup of sediment on the edge of the continental shelf, or even from landslides that enter a body of water. Turbidity currents form a particular type of rock known as a turbidite, and turbidites have a very unique graded appearance known as the Böhmer sequence. Keeping it simple, when rocks, minerals and material are dropped in or moved through water, they don't all settle at once. Usually you'll get the bigger or heavier material settling first while the lighter or smaller material remains suspended in the water for a period of time. This can create a graded effect known as fining upwards. Essentially, the larger material is on the bottom and progresses to the lighter and finer material at the top. Something else to keep an eye out for are sedimentary structures that form from movement or deposition. The Böhmer sequence highlights specific structures in specific parts of a turbidite deposit. Obviously, these won't always be present, but it is still a good thing to keep in mind when trying to determine if it is a turbidite you're looking at. So what we see along the coast here at Mataikona is a series of turbidites, one on top of the other. Each sandstone and mudstone layer was created in one single depositional event, the sandstone containing the larger material which decreases in size until you get to the fine-grained material that makes up the mudstone. Then there's a sharp return back to sandstone and larger material, indicating that these are different turbidity current events that have been deposited one on top of the other. The different thickness of these layers could be due to the types and amounts of sediment in each turbidity current, or where exactly these sediments fall along the line of the turbidity current, or even because of a degree of erosion as the next turbidity current took off the top of the previous one. The end result are these stunning layers that make up this stretch of the coast. Along the coast here at Mataikona are exceptional examples of multiple layers of turbidites. They have a very unique look and represent a period of time when this part of the coast lay on an ocean floor. Despite being moved around by tectonic activity and now exposed to the mercy of the elements, they are still relatively intact and are a great place to get an eye in for the features that make up the Böhmer sequence.